Welcome back to our channel where we uncover the most chilling real-life stories from around the world. Today we take you to the Philippines where a horrifying family tragedy unfolded in the 1960s. This is the story of the house on Zapote Street. A peaceful-looking home hiding a dark secret. What began as a love story between two young people ended in murder, heartbreak, and one of the most unforgettable crime cases in Philippine history. Let us find out what really happened behind those closed doors. Lydia Cabading was a sweet, quiet girl from a traditional Filipino family. She met Dr. Leonardo Quitangon while studying to become a doctor herself. They fell deeply in love and planned to marry. But Lydia's father Pablo Cabading had one strict condition. If they wanted to marry, they had to live with him inside the family house on Zapote Street. At first this seemed like a small price to pay. But soon Leonardo realized something was very wrong. Pablo was a retired policeman known for being strict and proud. But inside his home his authority became something far darker. He was controlling, jealous, and obsessed with his daughter. He followed Lydia everywhere, even on her dates with Leonardo. He listened to their private conversations and refused to let them be alone. He demanded total obedience. What started as overprotective fatherly love began to feel more like possession. After their marriage, Pablo's behavior grew worse. He would walk into their bedroom unannounced. He criticized every decision they made. He forced Lydia to sleep in a separate room and kept her away from her husband. When Leonardo tried to move his wife out of the house, Pablo threatened them both. Neighbors would later recall hearing arguments and shouting coming from the house late at night. It was clear that fear ruled inside the Cabading household. When Lydia became pregnant, Leonardo begged her to leave for good. He wanted to protect her and their unborn child. But Pablo followed them wherever they went, calling her constantly and demanding she return. He told her that a daughter's place was beside her father, not her husband. Lydia was torn between fear and loyalty. Until one day she finally gathered the courage to call Leonardo. She sounded terrified. She begged him to come take her away from the house. It was a brave decision, but it came too late. On the night of January 18, 1961, tragedy struck. Gunshots echoed through Zapote Street. When neighbors ran outside, they saw smoke and panic. The police arrived moments later, and what they found inside the house was horrifying. Lydia, her husband Dr. Leonardo, and her father Pablo were all dead. Lydia's mother, wounded but alive, told the police what had happened. Pablo had shot them all before turning the gun on himself. The investigation revealed a scene of madness. Lydia had tried to run. Leonardo had tried to protect her. But Pablo's rage consumed everything. He killed the very daughter he claimed to love more than his own life. When the news broke, the entire nation was in disbelief. How could a father commit such an act against his own family? Was it jealousy? Was it obsession? Or something even more disturbing? Some believed Pablo could not bear to lose control over his daughter. Others whispered that his attachment to Lydia was not normal at all. Rumors spread that his love for her had crossed boundaries a father should never cross. To this day, the true reason remains a mystery. The case became one of the most haunting stories in the Philippines. It was studied by psychologists, written about in newspapers, and even adapted into books and films. The house on Zapote Street turned into more than just a murder scene. It became a warning about how obsession and control can destroy even the closest families. Behind its walls, love turned into fear, protection turned into possession, and life turned into tragedy. Today the house still stands silent and empty. The people who live nearby say it carries an eerie stillness, a reminder of the night when a family was destroyed by its own blood. Was it a case of strict parenting gone terribly wrong, or was there a darker truth that no one ever dared to speak? We may never know the full story. But what we do know is that the memory of the house on Zapote Street still haunts generations to this day. If you found this story chilling, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more true crime stories from around the world. And remember, sometimes the scariest monsters are not strangers. Sometimes they live inside our own homes.